Guys, welcome to the clubhouse. I'm Billy Jackson. This is my cat Tack, and today we're going to be reviewing Westworld Season 2, Episode 1. I'm a huge fan of the first season. I thought it was very well written, very well done. It was confusing, which my mind must be challenged. I mean, I don't know what kind of viewer you are, but I must be challenged. Of course, I love the crazy popcorn, turn your brain off kind of stuff, but I love shows that make you think. And this is one of the newer shows of the past decade that really makes you think about what's going on. You cannot miss a minute or you'll miss something. You miss one line, it could be the most important line of the entire season. So it's a show you have to watch and get into and really know the story, because this show jumps around, in time. I think there were 3 different timelines in the first season, and from what I could tell out of this first episode, there's 2 separate timelines. What's going on now in the present and what happens in the future. I'm not really sure, but all the scenes with Bernard, washed up on the beach, and the end of the episode when he sees all the bodies laying there of all the hosts, and you see Teddy floating on the water. That's a clear indication that that's set in the future, from what's happening at the end of season 1 and the beginning of this episode. And he tells the guy, the guy asks him what happened here, and he's like, I killed them all. And he's a host himself, so it's real interesting to me how he's not part of the host revolution. He kind of almost wants to be human, and I'm pretty sure that no one even knows that he's a host except for him. And of course the little Ford, young version of Ford, but of course Ed Harris blew him away. And I love Ed Harris's character. And that being said, he's my favorite character in the show. Now, in season 1, he was my favorite character, of course, and right under him was Ford's character, Anthony Hopkins. I love his character. I love the writing for that character. The lines he spoke, really meant something. Everything he did meant something, and everything he did, sets up for everything that's getting ready to happen. I hate that Anthony Hopkins isn't in the show anymore. I hope he appears, brings him back somehow in some shape or form, even if it's a cameo. He is one of my favorite actors of all time, and I really loved his performance in the first season. So sad to see him go, and it was true confirmation in this episode that it was actually the real human character Ford, because when they get up to him and flip him over and there's maggots eating his face, that's a clear indication that was the real Ford that died, that Dolores shot in the back of the head. Did he plan it? Did he not? That's a question to be answered. This show has a lot of questions that won't be answered till the end of the show. End of the season. If it's anything like the first season, there were constant questions about what was going on. And they fulfilled the answers, in my opinion. They didn't fulfill all of them, because some of them still need to be answered in this show, which I really liked. The introduction of Tessa Thompson's character. I can't remember the character's name, but when her and Bernard go down, into the facility, and there's that faceless host, like taking DNA from, the visitors and storing their information and their memories and stuff like that of their experiences. I thought that was a brilliant thing that was new to the show. So I like that aspect, that could be something else sinister going on with the Delos Corporation. So I'm really looking forward to what's going on with the whole DNA stuff and keeping track of what's going on, because I think there's something more than what we think as just viewers of the show. The obvious thing, they're just categorizing everything, and keeping track of everything. There's something else behind that, in my opinion. I think so. But anyway, overall, I love this episode. I'm so glad it's back. I can't believe it's been a year and a half So I'm very excited about the season. I will keep episode reviews coming every Tuesday for you guys until the season's over. So let's take a ride, and I know this is going to be a hard one to think about, and so we need to discuss. What'd you think about the episode? I want to know what you think about what's going on. Was that the future timeline that Bernard was in, at the end of the show? Did he really kill the host? Is he, maybe behind everything? Who knows? But I'm real excited about the season. Are you? Let me know in the comments below, guys. Remember to like my videos and subscribe to the channel. And as always, make yourself happy every day, guys. And the only way to do that is to remember, the only thing stopping you is you stopping. Bam!